8:15. How y'all doing? How y'all living? This morning I actually felt like having like a real breakfast. I've been having like oatmeal and fruit, or oatmeal or fruit every morning. So I'm getting a little tired of it. So I'm heading to Whole Foods to get me like some eggs. Anyway guys, it's Monday and I'm off. I worked yesterday, so happy Easter to everyone, or belated Easter. What up guys? Good evening. It is about 8:30 and I am in bed. I just finished making dinner actually. Sorry we got cut off earlier. I went to Whole Foods in search of breakfast, but I was like kind of disappointed, to be honest. I should have went to the other Whole Foods. I went to like the smaller one, so anyway, it was okay. At least I got my eggs. Yeah, I just finished making dinner. Let me actually show you guys what I'm eating. I'm having dinner in bed, actually, which I usually eat over there on the table, but I was already comfortable here. This is some fish that I bought from Costco. It's already seasoned and everything. It's like a pesto seasoning. And I just put it in the toaster oven for about 20 minutes like they do at Costco to cook it. So I thought it'd be perfect for my type of situation. And this is some string beans that I cooked in the microwave. And then I shouldn't have gotten this. I really shouldn't be eating bread right now. But I bought this to go with the breakfast that I had this morning. So this is just the extra one. So I just decided to utilize it. And a bottle of water. Let me share with you guys something really quick. One of my sweet coworkers at the hospital I'm working with right now gave me this book, and it's a tour book guide of Southern California. She actually got me the one for Northern California as well, but I'm in Southern California, so the northern one is gonna do me no good right now. But I also have been looking through this to just kind of plan out the rest of my time here, because it is so short. I really do want to utilize my days off and do some of the things that I've been wanting to do. It's going by so fast, and my recruiter's always already asking me where I want to go next. That's how you know. So anyway guys, let me finish eating my food before it gets too cold, and I will check in with you guys later on in the week. Levi, you want to go outside? I think that's a yes. What up, y'all? Today is Thursday and chilling in my bed. And yeah, so I had a really good day today. Awesome day. I woke up a little bit late and I got some extra sleep, which is good. I went out to lunch with Michelle to this little Peruvian place not too far from where I live, which was interesting. It was like we would ask for stuff and they're like, oh, sorry, we don't have that today. Oh, sorry, we don't have that either. It was like, sir, what do you have? What do you have? You know, so it was interesting, but everyone there was nice and sweet. So it wasn't like the customer service wasn't right, but it was just like, if it's on the menu, I don't know, we just expect you to have it, know what I mean? But whatever, Kev. Not only that, we did some walking down. It was like a really busy street, so there was a lot of stores on that. So it was really nice. It was really nice catching up with her, sharing some funny stories and whatnot. What up, guys? It is Thursday, and I'm headed to Hollywood right now. And a friend of mine is actually in town, so I'm gonna go meet him for dinner. So I just got off of work, so I had to quickly change and get my life together, walk my dog, and won't you let me be great? Like, okay, so yeah, so I'm about to meet him at this in Beverly Hills. Well, I'm gonna go pick him up from the hotel, and then we're gonna meet and then go out to dinner. This Italian restaurant in Beverly Hills, so should be cool. Tomorrow I'm supposed to, oh crap, yeah, tomorrow I'm supposed to go to Venice Beach with Michelle, so that should be cool. But she just texted me and told me that it's gonna be really cold, so I don't know, maybe we shouldn't go tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna text her back in a minute. I'm gonna think about it, because I think I have all of next week off. So I actually want to go to San Diego next week, but you know, I don't know. Or maybe she'd want to come along, I don't know, because she may be working or she may have plans already, so I don't know. I'm gonna run that by her and see what she thinks. Anyway, let me go, because I actually want to listen to some music and jam and kind of wake myself up from my long day. So yeah, guys, I'll check in with you guys. You got your shot? That's Burberry right over there.
Alright, I get it.
You got it?
Okay.
What up, guys? How y'all doing? So it's Friday, and I am just headed back to my apartment. I know I told you guys that Michelle and I were supposed to go to Venice Beach today. I don't mean that it was like freezing by any means, but just not beach weather. I think it went up to like the 70s today. So anyway, my friend who's in town, I told you, he hit me up, was like, hey, what are you doing? And since we had canceled the Santa Monica thing, not Santa Monica, the Venice Beach thing, we decided he wanted to go to Universal Studios. So that's what we ended up doing today. Guys, so yeah, to continue, went to Universal Studios today. That was awesome. That was my first time being to Universal Studios Hollywood. I have been to Universal Studios Florida, similar concept. So anyway, I didn't get to record a whole lot. They're actually, this is a random thing, they're filming a, like, either a movie or a show. I'll tell you guys a funny story. Right behind the guest house, or the next house over behind us, and I caught the cameras and the lights, and I was like, wait a minute. So me being the nosy person that I am, I take my hind parts and I go and investigate. So I was caught by security, and security was like, miss, can I help you? And I was like, sir, I'm just trying to take the trash out. And he looks down and he's like, what trash? And I was like, hashtag fail, hashtag wasn't prepared. Like, really, Patricia? I panicked. I panicked, and I just said anything, right? So anyway, that was my funny side story. So anyway, I was trying to really suck in the experience of Universal Studios and stuff, so I didn't record it a whole lot. Anyway, I'm headed to Michelle's house right now, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to go to, where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, we're gonna go out and have some Thai food, and then we're gonna go to the movies, and then we're gonna go to the Standard. So it's gonna be a busy day, but it's cool. I'm excited. Oh, you're vlogging? Yeah. I totally forgot. Like, I forgot yours. I love her for a second. I was like, she's like, oh, look at my shot. How much? Okay. That's not terribly bad. Compared to how bad this area can get. I want to finish this. No, because it's going to get watered down because of the ice. What's up, guys? Look who I'm with. What is this place called? Banana Bay. Banana Bay. Okay, so we're at the Banana Bay. Hold on, no. It's my turn. Don't make me get ugly on the vlog. It's my turn. Remember? I was like, no, she's not gonna play me like that. Not today. So this girl is so ridiculous when it comes to paying for things. Like, she will literally fight me for the bill. It's crazy. I don't know what's wrong with you. Hi guys. I don't know what's wrong with you. And she's so serious. Like, most of my friends, they're not really serious. Like, she's so serious. Like, I get scared. She always wants to pay for everything all the time. It's my turn. She paid last time, and I think the time before. Something like that. So anyway, she took me to this Thai restaurant. The food is amazing. It's hot. I can't feel like my tongue anymore, but it was worth it. Really, really good. You know what I need? I hope I have some gum in my purse. I said I hope I have some gum in my purse so that my breath isn't disrespectful. And what's this called? Thai iced tea. This is really good. I'm so tired. It's not even funny. The thing is that I really want to. My bed is made. Most of the time my bed is made, like that's always done. But like I laid my makeup out against my or on all over this desk or whatever, and I hate when it's cluttered like that because sometimes I feel like sitting down doing my makeup rather than doing. Hey, I'm sorry guys, I'm tired and I just don't feel like listening to that tonight. So everything is laid out and I really have like the urge to clean, but I'm too tired right now. I'm not on my blue pills, but Aunt Flo acting like she want to come. I'm sorry if that's too much information for some of y'all. But like I tell people, I'm a nurse. There's no such thing as too much information. I meet people, but then a few minutes of meeting them, I gotta strip them down. You know, strip them down naked and assess them. So there's no such thing as TMI for me. Anyway, by the way, somebody had asked me on one of my videos. Let's go ahead and just make this question of the day, or the segment where I answer questions. Someone had asked me, how do I feel, or what is my view on birth control? I'm trying to see if I can find the question. I can't remember what vlog it was. Somebody asked me how I feel about birth control. I don't know if you guys have been subscribed for a while. I know I said it a lot, but you guys may remember when I first started taking birth control. That was when I have really bad dysmenorrhea, and which is basically painful periods, and it was impeding my work. Now, if school, whatever, but work, that was serious for me. And so it was happening. I get really, really, really bad debilitating cramps, drop in my RBCs, iron, you name it. Literally, it was like Niagara Falls falling out of my uterus. TMI, I know. But it would cause me to be very faint. I could pass out. I was severely nauseous. Like, it was something like I was sick, like nauseous, like. And if you work in a hospital or a nursing home, you know, there are, you know, fragrances you become very familiar with. But during my cycle, my stomach couldn't take it. So I'm vomiting, you know. Literally, I remember one night going to the bathroom like 3 or 4 times during my shift and vomiting. And so it became debilitating, and it became so normal. Let me tell you something, this thing could preach. It became so normal to me, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Ooh, that thing could preach right there. I didn't see anything wrong with it until I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she was like, have you gotten checked out? Like, that's not normal. And so up until that time, I'd never seen a gynecologist. And it's funny because I'm one of those type of people that I'm very on top of all my checkups that I should be getting. I get my teeth cleaned on a regular. I go to a doctor's office, get my physical and my blood drawn yearly. I'm just really on it. But as far as like gynecological visit, I just never, you know, culturally, this is something you don't do until you get pregnant. So, or the way I was brought up anyway. So anyway, I went and did it, and now make a habit out of getting my yearly pap smear and things like that. So anyway, I was put on birth control, and first round didn't work. They had to increase my dose, and that worked. Also working on getting some ultrasounds and everything just to make sure that I don't have any fibroids. But anyway, that's too much information. So that's why I was put on birth control. Had nothing to do with the fact that I was getting it in and I didn't want to get pregnant. So as a contraceptive, that's not the reason why I was taking it. I was taking it because of my dysmenorrhea. However, and it's not an issue for me because I'm not sexually active, period. I'm not ashamed to say it, nor am I, saying it as a way to boast. I'm not sexually active. So I'm not trying to stop anything. I'm just trying to not die during my cycle. So how do I feel about it? Just like not using contraceptive, and I know this is going to be a very loose term. People are going to get on me about saying it, but whatever. It's my opinion, and I'm going to share it. Contraceptive is just like any medication. It is a resource, a God-given resource, in my opinion, just like any sort of medication for any particular illness or disease. There are those who don't believe in birth control for religious beliefs, that we shouldn't play God in deciding who gets to come into the world and who gets to not come into the world. But you know what? God is not blocked by any sort of birth control. Though they are mostly effective, they're not always effective. And I've personally met women that have still had babies on birth control. So God can do what he wants to do. And a little pill that you take every month is not going to stop it. You hear me? And so I don't have any problem with birth control. Just like I don't have any problem with somebody taking antibiotics when they have an infection. It's a God-given gift, in my opinion, that he's given us through medicine and education and knowledge. It is a resource. However, if you feel like procreation is a gift that you don't want to limit, then go ahead. You be the next Duggars, okay? You be 18 and counting. But let me tell you something. Patricia ain't gonna be the one. I'll tell you that much. That's how I see it. I see it as a God-given resource that God has given us through medicine that we can either choose to utilize or not utilize. Now, if you have sepsis and you choose not to be on IV antibiotics because you feel like it's God's will, then you do you, boo-boo. But me, you can give me a blood transfusion, you can give me IV antibiotics, you can give me birth control, whatever it is. Because let me tell you something, on antibiotics, people can still die. You know what I'm saying? God is above all that. We're not playing God. You know what I'm saying? God's above all that. Don't limit him. Don't limit him. We playing God. Don't limit him. Don't limit him. Please. We can never do that. Anyway, so let me go back to some of the questions from this week. And I want to thank you for all your positive. I don't know why I'm still talking. It's 3:30 in the morning. Anyway, I want to thank you for all your positive responses from last week and me just being a little bit transparent with you guys about what was kind of going on in my heart. What I realize is, and I thank God that, he gives us vision, and he gives us just what we need to make that first step. And sometimes he gives us the rest along the way, or he makes the rest apparent to us along the way. So I thank you guys so much for your positive feedback. But there were a few questions that I wanted. Lisa Jones, hey girl, as I was reading your message, I really was getting choked up myself. So I'm so glad I was able to touch you. There was a particular comment though that I did want to address. BearTube1 asked me where I got this hair from. It is on my other channel, the video, and I'll go ahead and leave a link down below. I got it from evawigs.com. If you want to make a purchase, I got a coupon code for $35 off. Whitney Payne asked, hey Whitney, can I share some of my long-term goals? And last week's video, I shared with you guys that I'm interested in purchasing a home. I said I had a 5-year plan, but ideally I have altered that to a 3-year plan with a max of 5-year. And she says, what am I doing to accomplish them? The first thing I'm doing is looking at markets and seeing what housing market is more conducive to buying homes right now, and why. Is it because more people are buying there and the job market is good, so more people are moving there? Is it because the homes are lower price? What is making why are people purchasing homes in that area? So I've been looking at homes, even though I have no intention on buying. I am very aware of the housing markets and where they're booming and what cities they're booming. And I'm also looking at the career, like my career and where I want to go with my career. Is that location good for what I want to do? And so that's what I'm doing now. Another thing I'm doing now is I'm working on my credit score. Ideally, I would like to be in the high 700s as far as my credit score. It's not that my credit score is terribly bad, but what's killing me is I don't really have a lot of credit history. I got one credit card when I was in college. I didn't do well with it, so I paid it off and shut it down. So right now I don't have much to mark me up except for student loan payments right now. So what I need to do is develop a credit score, credit history, and so I'm going to get another credit card in order to build my history, for the sole purpose of building my history. Those are some immediate things that I'm working on right now. And of course, budgeting. I'm on a budget. I was talking to Michelle earlier tonight about this, paying my savings account like it's a bill every month. So every month I pay a certain amount toward my student loans, certain amount towards my tithes and offerings, certain amount towards my phone, and towards my car insurance. Those are the only bills that I have right now. I don't have rent because obviously. So I pay my savings account every 3 months. I change the amount that I save just because depending on the assignment, I may be able to save more. So that's why I changed the amount that I save into my savings account. So I pay it like it's a bill, that it's not an option. Just like you gotta pay your light bill to keep your lights on, you gotta pay your savings bill. Those were the two things that kind of stood out to me as far as questions concerned. As far as questions and stuff like that. So always leave your questions down below, and if it's something that I really feel is interesting or that other people may want to know, I'll go ahead and address it in the coming vlog. There's another thing that randomly I said I was going to share with you guys because it happened earlier this morning. Before I went to Universal Studios, I stopped at Starbucks to get some breakfast and some tea because I just was craving my chai latte. So I went to get my chai latte, and there was this girl checking me out in the line, and she says, "Hey, good morning, how are you?" I said, "Good, how are you?" She says, "I'm doing good." So I look at her, and she has this pink lipstick on. It looks something like Flat Out Fabulous by MAC. I'm not saying that's what it was, I'm just saying that's what it looked like. And then so I tell her, and I say, "I really like your lipstick." And she says, "Thank you." And when I walked away, I kept thinking about what it is that I said and the fact that I complimented her. And I do try to make it a point to compliment people because I think it really does do something for people and brightens up their day. But though I did like the lipstick color, I realized that I really wasn't complimenting her. I was complimenting her taste in lipstick. And I don't know why that stood out to me, but I want to pass it on to you as what I should have said was, "That lipstick looks great on you," or "That lipstick looks good on you," or, you know, "You're working that lipstick, girl," or something like that, where I'm complimenting the person and not necessarily the thing. So I want to challenge you guys this week. This is the challenge of the week. Maybe I should do these things every week. I don't know. This is a challenge of the week. When you compliment people, don't say, "Hey, I like your dress," but kind of turn it like, "Hey, you're working that dress. Like, you're making me want to go out and buy that dress. Where'd you get that dress, girl?" Or, "That dress is everything on you." So it's like, so, you know, it's like, "Oh, I like your dress." You know, you're just complimenting someone's taste in their clothing, but really taking the time to compliment people. I'm sure she was grateful that I appreciated her taste in lipstick, but I bet if I would have said something like, "Hey, girl, you were working that lipstick," it changes the nature of the compliment. Does that make sense? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go because I've talked too long and I'm tired, but I don't know why I'm still sitting here. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'll check in with you guys another day. What up, guys? How you guys doing? Good. It is Saturday. Y'all know my favorite day. I went to church, didn't vlog it. My bad, but it was good. It was so good, right? And I actually got to meet one of my subscribers, and it just so happens to be a pastor. Ain't that crazy? What's up, guys? It is Sunday evening. Came back from work about an hour and a half ago. I've been editing the vlog since I've been home from work. I got a little bit behind this week, so I wasn't able to upload it this morning. So technically, it's still Sunday on the West Coast. But it's already Monday on the East Coast, so sorry that the vlog is late. But I thank you so much for watching it anyway. I love you guys so much because you guys are awesome. But you guys knew that already. I will catch you guys next week with another video. And as always, God bless.